Watch it later. It loaded. Well, talking to you got me fired up and got me outside. Yeah, even though it makes me completely nauseous because of the chemical poisoning. Yes. See, I'll show you. The NASH from the vaccine, and the chemical poisoning stuff from the COVID has my liver just like a football, solid. It's hard. It's very uncomfortable. It was getting more comfortable to sleep because I was playing basketball for an hour in the barn for 2 months, and then they started spraying this pesticide in the Roundup, and then that agitates everything again. They've been doing this to me literally my whole life, but with the chemical poisoning in Las Cruces because of the farm community that mass murders poor people through Halliburton, getting stupid people to, oh no, he's wrong. Our science is right on and perfect, and he's just stupid. Yeah, have you studied the history of the Nazis and the scientists we have at Holloman Air Force Base? Never mind, but I'll show you. Here, Cece. Look, it's gone down a little bit because I've been soaking in the salt. But see it, Sedalia? It's kind of like Dad's, but mine, they kept poisoning Dad to the point where it shut him down. See my other ankle? See how much better it is on the other ankle and how much thinner it is compared to that one? Okay. Yeah, this one's uncomfortable and it hurts, but I still shot baskets for 10 minutes last night. I'm gonna wait. I'll get the tooth done first and get that infection out, and then I'll start shooting baskets again. Me and Dad are thinking about getting a lawnmower so I can cut all the weeds from Mario's to here, and even if Helio wants me to cut his, I'll do his too, and I'll get as much across the way so we have less concentration of Roundup through the plants, causing chemical reactions to the trees and killing the humans, because it affects the birds and the cats and the dogs and stuff too. So you know me, I'll stay on top of it to keep it as healthy and comfortable for everyone around me, and even if people around me are praying for me to die because I'm the Antichrist. So Sedalia knows her cousin real well. We're really well connected in prayer. I was having total recall things the other night about things they did with Patrick and Natalie and Amy in Sierra Vista and throughout the years, and a lot of it was just I didn't realize it till earlier today. I was connecting to my cousin. So she was helping me through. She cares about me. Yeah. Her and Alex really care if I live or die, and really care about me, and it's him. Not everybody in the family, many are called but few answered, And these people are very mean, and she's met the Obamas, Oprah Winfrey, okay, yeah, the Andy Griffiths of their time, if you live the Lord's Prayer, you can't have home invasion through technology for people to see if the entertainment industry wants to use your children to peddle as sex prizes. Okay, and so you end all home invasion through sexual, coveting, no covet, no bear false witness. So when you're living the 10 Commandments in the Lord's Prayer of Father Adam through Earl, you're living in a perfect world, and out of sight, out of mind. If you don't have surveillance equipment constantly spying on Natalie, he adores the girl next door, and he's dying to get out her, and he's so good, and he loves his fags the best, and he's so good, and he's so fine, and he's so Ezra Taft Benson in his body and his mind. She knows that's Ezra Taft Benson is one of the people that was one of the main people that engaged in the poisoning and the murder of her father. Okay, so Spencer J. Kimball, and I forgot about Ezra Taft Benson. I was like, okay, I remember him. Yeah, and they just kept poisoning Bob. They didn't stop. With me, they stop, and 3 months I get hope, and then they hit me again. And I have a body that can kick it out. Bob could have kicked it out if they would have stopped, but they just didn't stop. They just poisoned him to death. Same with Sun Yat-sen. The toxicology reports were off the charts. Okay, and when he went to that place, the guy who does the natural healing thing went, oh my gosh, where did this man's like Chernobyl? Okay, he is poisoned off the charts. And the thing is he knew it was an unnatural situation because the wife and the kids didn't have the same toxicology reports, and the band members. Okay, so you don't have a person go around with other people to all these same places like Bob did with his wife and his kids and his band members, and only one person has these toxology reports that are off the charts and other people don't. Guys, it's NCIS. Good day, sir. I say good day. Good day. Where is Fez from? The world may never know. Just like how many licks does it take to get the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? Ask Leroy. Okay, we're all here. And so she was reminding me how mean these people are. And I was like, you do know when you met the Obamas that they're flesh peddlers through sexual access through economics and science projects, just like Andy Griffith. And, they've proven, you could give this to Elton John and he'd do the same thing with it. You could give it to RuPaul and he would do the same thing with it. You give it to a black homosexual male, and he will do the same things that Donald Sterling does with it. Same things that they said David Rockefeller. David Rockefeller didn't do the stuff with it, no. They did all the disgusting stuff with it. He did it to keep our country powerful so it wouldn't be taken over by the other countries trying to be more powerful than us. David Rockefeller was a bad person doing bad things, but he did it by almost like osmosis, and he thought he was doing the right thing. And then when he found out he was doing the wrong thing, he tried to stop in 2009 in Sierra Vista, Arizona, and all the people addicted to being the top pimp daddy Nash wouldn't let him stop. I didn't understand when Dana explained it to me. He goes, all the old money are down with you, and all the new money doesn't want the world you to see the light of day. And when Punchy told me over the phone, Amy doesn't respect you, that's because Amy was looking at me like Michelle Obama. You said he'd sleep with the devil to take care of his kids, but he was not doing what it takes to make sure that the kids are safe. The Lord's Prayer. I stood up for the Lord's Prayer the moment they exposed themselves to me and revealed to me that this is who they know I am. That's the only person in the room that has what it takes to keep the children safe, who will not waver from the Lord's Prayer, like I told Amy. What do? There's no place you can run, no place you can hide. Their surveillance is everywhere, and they're going to manipulate you and try to turn you into Pimp Daddy Nash to deny the faith of Jesus and Abraham. And you just get up and say no. And so, I told that to CD, and CD gets it, and Alex gets it. The other guys compare themselves to me. Instead of just go, you're the spirit of Father Adam who saves us all with your humility and your wisdom. Yeah. And your son is plugged into a computer. So you're probably never going to meet the one like Solomon. You'll get to meet the one like Absalom. This is Patrick. The one like Uriah and the one like Solomon are most likely plugged into computers, trying to help keep us all safe from you guys electing presidents for home invasion through money, signed on pieces of paper, and indoctrinated through YouTube, through science equipment, night and day, even while you're sleeping. So that's pretty bad. Remember, because CD, she saw some of those videos. You remember the one when they had me thinking that Michael was a love child with Buddy Holly, that Catherine got sick of Joe's shit and went and had an affair with Buddy Holly. And that's how Michael ended up being the most talented person in the family, because he's Buddy Holly's love child, right? And they had me thinking that. That's how mean these scientists are, right? And then, but me and Sedelia are thinking, like, with how mean and shitty Joe Jackson was, who would blame Catherine for going out and having a love child with Buddy Holly, because Buddy Holly was a nicer guy? If I can get a kid with Buddy Holly, maybe Buddy Holly's kid will protect me from Joe and his kids, right? And so even if it wasn't real, just looking at the narrative, you could see why, if you were Catherine Jackson, you'd try to go out and have Buddy Holly's love child to save you from Joe Jackson and his kids. They're the most talented musical people in the whole world, and their money and their music and their talent will save us from all the bad white people who own the clubs that we have to play in. And when we own the clubs, things will be completely different, and Billie Holiday won't be getting drugged and raped by white men. It was black men that were having sex with her before the white men got a hold of her. Yeah. She was in a brothel for black folks. White folks didn't go down there. They would have got killed. Okay. Yeah. That's why it was Billy D. Williams' character was the first. He my man, 2 or 3. He likes as well as me, but I love him. Oh, my man, he'll never know. I love him so. He isn't true. He beats me too. What do I do? I love Billy. You love Billie Holiday too? Of course you do. So, you love Billie Holiday too? Of course, he's going to be stupid not to. Yeah. I like Them Their Eyes and Good Morning Heartache. God bless the child. That's a good one too. They're all well. Good morning, limerick, because heartache is really not a limerick, and neither is them their eyes. God bless the child is the limerick based off of a book written by the Merce Murder Factory of the Vatican. So it's not particularly one of my favorites. So my two favorites are them their eyes and Good Morning Heartache. There's awesome. You better look out, little brown. I'm looking for the girl with the whistle eyes. Their eyes. I love that song. And you guys getting with a certain little cute way of flirting with them their eyes. Yeah, they sparkle, bubble, gonna get you in all kinds of trouble. That's a damn good song. And Good Morning Heartache is my favorite. Oh my God, I love that song. Now every day I start by saying to you, good morning, heartache, what's new? So I'm sorry you had to meet the Obamas and Oprah. Boy, well, my dad met Andy Griffith, he tells me about it all the time. He's a real nice guy. Yeah, Dad, he sent you to L.A. for men to tell you if you wanted to be famous, you had to let them fuck you in the ass and suck their dick, Dad. I don't think Andy Griffith was as nice of a guy as you think. Like, I thought Mom was the nicer parent, but Dad always whipped my ass when he got home. And it's like, Dad had no idea that I needed my ass whooped unless Mom told him. Okay? God damn that Andy Griffith. Damn that Obama. Damn that Oprah Winfrey. They just want to be in charge of the human peddling so they can feel powerful. Because when people have money to manipulate sexual access to people that are sexually desirable, it makes them feel powerful. Okay, Tiberius? Okay, Caesar? Okay, Pharaoh? Okay, Imhotep? Okay, Hagnaten? Okay, Ra, the Sun King? Do you know how these people are? Trust me, I'm Raphael Parsons Jr. I'm the gracious good shepherd. I am the most beautiful man born in your generation. And if you don't think that, you're going to judge me by my appearance because your taxpayer dollars tried to rot my testicles off, tried to give me melanoma, to give me heart disease, to kill me early so you could laugh at me and say God did it. No, it's your satellites and your taxpayer dollars, Satan. Tell your husband the devil you're not really married. You just bump uglies for money in hell. No holy covenants around here. That's my Sedalia. Okay. I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. No, I love you more. No, I love you more 1,000 times infinity. No, I love you more. I know we're like Elijah and Lawrence. I know I love you more. No, I love you more. No, this is not a contest, Sedalia. I'm the Spirit of the Father who delivered everybody from evil with the Lord's Prayer. So I love you more, but you now love me as much. How can you love me more and as much? We're just starting from scratch. I just washed all your sins away, so we love each other equally. But I love you more, so you're going to admit it. And so's Alex, and that's that. And there's no money growing on these trees, but the people around here think money grows on trees and will kill you with pesticides and Roundup to get the top amount of money to pay their bills to fucking hell for another faith-forsaken day. Yeah, but it's okay. I'm on the case. State your case. State your case. Make your move before it's too late. All right? Sparkle, bubble, gonna get you in all kinds of trouble. Them their eyes, right? But every day until I get that technology to reflect the actual intelligence of the Messiah, every morning I'll start by saying to you, good morning, heartache, what's new? Good morning, heartache, sit down right here on the Two Tracy relaxation table. Okay, guys? And no Justin Nail playing horseshoes in the backyard because they tortured him with mind fucking through your satellite technology and taxpayer dollars so he could never come up and say, Uncle Earl, you really are the Messiah. Yeah, it's okay, Justin. I'm not mad at you. I love you. Just as much as I love Killian, as much as I love Melissa and Martine Barreras. Okay, guys. Love you. Peace.